Welcome back.
Yeah. So welcome back. Yeah, this is Breakfast Daily. Now we're going to be having a conversation. Now I was humbled, on Saturday watching CNR. It was, watching the news, I could only imagine the pain, that victims of the flooding, had gone through, and it was that touching, So on Saturday,
where were you around the time it was raining cats and dogs in the morning?
I was home.
Okay.
I was home, and so I was with Basam, my second son. Adrian is in school, and I had to just get up, close windows, because the sound that was coming in was quite scary, because windows were open and all. But it was frightening, with the lightning and everything. So we were just trying to be safe. So later I saw on the news platform, the flooding, the videos, the pictures. Now, from the way it was raining, straight up, I could tell that, look, some people are going to be homeless today, because we know how flooding in this
city is.
country is like. With just about 5 minutes of rain, there will be flooding. And this was quite heavy, cats and dogs. And so you could tell that it was going to be terrible. Now, if you are not too familiar with what we are talking about, Saturday, we experienced some heavy rains and it caused a lot of havoc. My colleague Fred Duho put a report together. Let's take a look. After that, we'll come back and discuss further.
I am at the Kaneshie enclave, where a number of homes were literally flooded. People couldn't sleep this dawn when the rains started. What you see in your shot is actually a hose pumping water from a bedroom where people live. Not even the foundation here, raised above knee level, could save the situation. Now, they've been able to improvise some means to be able to pump the water out of their room. Now they are filling this particular bucket, and the machine is here, and they are trying to pump the water out.
This is someone having a small child. It take all his child go out. Why? Ghana, why? See. So many years we suffer this problem. Why would you live? How can I live here? I don't have money to buy a new state. How can I live here?
What kind of help do you want?
They should help us to yes. The gutters and demonitories. They conquer some of the buildings around here.
Why should they demolish buildings?
Because they've built the building on the gutter, where the water will pass. So there's no space for the water to pass. So when the water flows, it comes back.
How many people live in this room?
Right now, no, we are 4 in this room. Because we closed the door, that's why the water was not able to enter. But when you get to the outside, you will see the level over there.
Hold him. Daddy, sorry. Hold him. Let him sit down. Seeing the condition he's in and he can't help his situation but only cry. Daddy, are you okay? You're okay.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Sorry. Now, why would you be crying?
I'm sad. We've been facing this problem for so many years, more than 8-10 years now. We've been suffering every time. So next time we buy this thing got spoiled. Everything is bad. And right now my telly is spoiled. Everything is down back. Microwave, everything is spoiled. In the water you can see there. It's spoiled.
It's quite a sad spectacle for me seeing you cry. But essentially, how are you going to, going forward, what remedies are you going to adopt?
If they will cover the gutters well, everything well done, it will block.
I think it's quite difficult for him to talk because of the situation he's in, and I wouldn't want to pressure him more. His microwave, fridge, television, and name all the appliances you can think of they've all, been submerged in the water. And for the fact that he can't really salvage any at the moment, but only try to get a pumping machine to pump out the water from his room. We are entering into an electronic shop. Yes, electronic shop. Essentially, they are trying to now break portions of the wall to create a hole so that the water that is in there would be able to come out.
This is formally, it's not like this. People built a storage building on the gutters so the water cannot flow to the main entrance into the, what do you call it, lagoon. I'm expecting the government to come out to demolish the, what do you call it, the structures in the bridge. Because the bridge is choked.
So we are still out and about in this area trying to see the flood situation. Daddy, how did you sleep last night?
We couldn't sleep. It was terrible. When the rain started, we thought it's just a light rain, but later we found ourselves swimming in the water. So we have to run. I have to swim with my children to the other side. When I stand in the water, it's just near my neck. What is the name? Takoradi Station. It has blocked the road. Just look at my loose. Look at. Just come. Look at. This is jeans. I've even washed it and pressed it. Look at my Manchester United jersey too. No money that reaches me, that comes to me and then survive, because I want to shape my children. My daughter is in the university now.
At first, it's not like that. But when they started building this Takoradi Station, then we start having that problem.
How did you sleep?
How can I sleep? I'll wait till I sweep all before, if it dry, before I enter. See, my bottom mattress, my everything, my television, my everything.
What do you think should be the long-term solution?
The only solution, even if they were able to prepare the place for us, if the water would penetrate and go, as for that, we appreciate that.
King's Assemblies of God Church. This is some bad news for you. How are you going to do service tomorrow?
Yeah, for some years now, this has been a perennial thing that we receive from here. We have tried to cope up and to see what best we can do. The way they drain it, it has not been so good for the area, and that is the problem. The Takoradi Station has lifted the earth, and it is not going. And the end of the gutter is just about a Takoradi Station entrance.
They are literally counting their losses, trying to salvage the very little things that are remaining. He's shown us some of the expensive clothing he's lost to this flood, and the mere fact that he's doing these sacrifices basically for his children and the best of their education. That is what he's after. And for that reason, he wouldn't seek after any luxury. And even if renting a decent accommodation anywhere, probably that would be a luxury for him. That would be a drain on him. For that matter, he would prefer staying here and making sure he channels any little money he gets to the welfare of his children.
Right. Now, if you have not experienced something like this, you can only appreciate the issue from afar. But if you have been a victim of flooding before, you understand why they will break down and cry, because you just stand back helplessly, watch your hard-earned investment just wash away. Now,
you notice how he said, the gentleman said, it's happened so many times. And I think for me, that was the part that hit my heart. It's happened so many times. It's like, what again should we do?
And the fact that you are just helpless, you have to move from here, but do you have
don't
what
have
it
the
takes,
means to move.
And so you know that this is going to be happening. You are just sitting back, hoping that it wouldn't be this bad this time around. Now, you saw the gentleman in the checkered shirt that we spoke to, Aaron Joe Kofi. He joins us right here on Breakfast Daily. You're welcome, Mr. Kofi.
Thank you.
So, where exactly do you live?
That is where you saw me talking with the...
That is Kaneshie.
Yeah, that is
but
Kaneshie.
which part of Kaneshie?
Behind the Takoradi Station.
Okay. Now...
So that's not very far from the main Kaneshie road?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
it's just about 100 meters away from the main Kaneshie.
Even
Less than that.
80, 70 meters.
So Saturday, when the rain starts? I mean, describe your Saturday morning to us.
In fact, it started early, I think roughly from 4 a.m. going, but it was a light rain.
Okay.
So we were there, even I was in when I heard a shout outside, Nuembai, which
The
means
water is
the
coming.
water is running.
coming. Yeah.
So I mean, later I came out, I saw that the water was coming like a broken dam.
Wow.
Like a broken dam.
Like
Wow.
For a second, the water has reached us. So I have to fight for my children. I cannot carry 2 of them at the time. So the 8 years boy, I have to carry him behind me
Okay.
and then take him to a nearby, in front of Takrady station, and run back.
There's a story building there.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a story building there.
Okay, so you swam in the water.
Yes, I know how to swim.
Okay.
You couldn't walk?
You can't walk. It's running.
Okay.
The water is running. Even if you don't step well, it will take
carry
you.
you
If only you don't know how to swim, it will take you away.
Okay.
So I have to come back and then pick the 15 years boy, the one at SS3. Before I took him away and come back and for my wife.
Okay.
And after that, I have to come and protect our
Your things.
Your
my
belongings,
things.
yeah.
belongings,
Before
yeah.
I come, the LG on the wall with some items, my clothing, our everything is washed away.
Wow.
It's washed away within a second. Within a second, I cannot find the television on the wall again.
So now, what is the state of your house? How is your house looking when you get to your compound? How is it looking?
No, we are still cleaning up the place. We are still cleaning up the place.
But how long have you lived at this area?
I live about. Formerly, I was living at Oblogo, and it's my wife who rented the place.
Okay.
But now I've left Oblogo to join her, so I'm now 2.5 years there. With her.
Okay. Is this the first time you're experiencing something
This is the second
devastating?
time. The other one was very, very light. There was very, very no damage. But this one was just like someone who jumped on you unexpectedly, like a broken dam, as I said before.
Yeah.
So this was.
So wait, so you're saying that in 2.5 years that you've lived there, you've already experienced it. This is the second time you experienced it.
This is the second time I've experienced it.
Wow.
Now,
This is
the
second
first one wasn't as bad as this.
Yes.
So what do you think, accounted for the nature of this one?
This one was so magic. This one was so magic. You can't control it.
But do you have drains in the area? How is the place like?
The drillage at the area was very, very bad. They mix very, especially the interchange. The drillage there, they've blocked some places. The contractors have blocked some places. Again, in opposite pump room, they were drilling some heavy gutters. We don't know how they are doing their work. They do here, stop here, do here, stop. So when there's rain, the water cannot run. So it all chokes at our place. Again, our place, just one gutter. The gutter is not so big. And then the entrance to where it entered under the distance was very, very small. So when the rain falls, it cannot go.
Where is Oblogo?
Oblogo is a wager.
Wager, okay,
Wager.
that
Yeah,
area before
Wager.
you get to the Wager Junction.
Yeah,
right?
then you get inside.
Yes,
That
yes.
is a rare wager. But the Kaswa Road is new wager.
Yes, but that side also floods when it rains.
Yes.
So why are you moving from one flood area to the
That
other?
is what brought me here. I thought here is better. I thought here is better. That was brought me here.
Okay.
Not knowing.
Now, what are you going to do?
Nothing.
Are
I
you
have
still
no
going to
power
live there?
Nothing can be done by my side. I have no power. The power is money
Yes.
to get an apartment. That was what is killing me so much now. Because I'm planning for my children.
Was that why you were crying?
Yeah. If I look at my children, their future, that's what I'm crying now. If I tell you I've lost some money, who will hear my cry? Who will hear my cry?
You lost the money in the flood?
Yeah, in the flood.
How much was it?
I can't tell, but I have some $400.
Okay.
I I didn't see the dollars.
It's gone.
The dollars is gone. The dollars. I have foreign monies.
What
The
work do
dollars
you
is
do?
gone.
What work do you do?
I'm optician.
Oh, okay.
You're an optician.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Now I have no documents. All is gone. I have no documents that will say this is my work. I have no papers.
So where are your wife and children now?
My children, they are waiting for me in the house. I'll send them to school and then buy a new uniform for them at the school. Everything is gone.
Wow.
So even they are on Chaliwati now. Chaliwati, ordinary Chaliwati, sleepers. Their shoes, everything has gone.
Now, when we watched the report, we saw you trying to salvage some of your things. You know, what were you able to pick out of the floods?
Some dryers and shirts, a little one. So we selected it. We were washing. Look at my fingers. All there's saw on my fingers. Look at. We were washing from that morning. Up to now, we haven't finished.
Wow.
If you see the boiler we packed there, we are going to pay for the boiler too. Again, before they pack it away.
Now, I share, or we share in your plight, you know, and we are very sorry for everything that has happened to you. I agree with you that the drainage systems and other things, you know, have contributed to this. But how would you also describe human activities, you know, in that area? I'm sure there are market people, there are traders there, there are mechanic shops there, and residents are also there. How do people conduct themselves in terms of disposing of rubbish, in terms of our own behavioral activities that can cause flood? How is the area like? How do people behave there?
The thing is, the rubbish is not from us. It comes from different places. Different places. The rain bring the rubbish.
I'm not even talking about when it's raining. I'm talking about generally. You know the way we are as a people. Sometimes when the flood comes, we are the people who are going to suffer. But we conduct our lives in such a way that we do not think about what our actions, you know, can exactly. That's why I'm asking that. Would you also, you know, talk about human activities, how we lead our lives in this area?
In every month we do communal labor day.
Okay.
Every month.
In your area?
Yeah.
Okay.
On Saturdays.
Okay.
We clean the gutters. We do our part. We do our part. Even from the top. Let's take it our assemblywoman. Before we voted for her, she was with us. Always. Even sometimes when we are going to the boiler, she paid for the boiler. Because sometimes we pay boiler even more than 100 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
I see.
Yeah, because the boiler all gathered in even in your bedroom. But are you not surprised she didn't come to us upon all this flood?
You haven't
we
seen
didn't
her?
see her with our eyes.
What's the name of your assemblywoman?
Her popular name is Mama Jean.
Mama G.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's an MPP woman.
Okay.
We didn't see her, even her shadow. Now she has forgotten her. She has forgotten her duties.
Nobody from the assembly came there. Nobody. No authority has been there.
No authority. Even as if they are not in Ghana.
Did the NADMO people come there?
Nobody. I say nobody. From the top to the ground, we are facing our problem there. They refuse to hear our problem. They refuse. They know it, but they refuse to hear our cry.
You were saying earlier when we were off camera that sometimes you have situations where when the flood recedes, you have things like itching skin and other things.
Because there are some essence. In Ghana, we call it intumwa, or what is the name? Your body will be scratching you. Later, you find some rashes on your body. So if you have money, you have to go to hospital. But if you don't have money, then you face it.
Wow.
So rub is our medicine. Rub. When you scratch, when you are bathing, you scratch well, then you
put the rub on
rub on your part of all your body.
And it will burn.
Clean your face. You are treating yourself.
Wow.
So rub is our medicine. Rub. You rub it on your body for 3-4 days. Other than that, you have that attack.
So you are still cleaning,
yes,
right?
We are still cleaning.
What will happen if it rains tomorrow?
That is what we don't know. So our prayer is God should hear our voice and then pardon us.
But you know, God will hear you, but other people are also praying for rains, you know. And so I don't know, but you need to do something for yourself. You get where I'm coming from, because you know that, for instance, now we are in the rainy season.
Yeah.
It can rain tonight. It can rain tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
As you are cleaning, you are not sure when the next rain will come. Would you even finish cleaning up before the next rain comes? You need to save yourself. For instance, you had to swim with your children and with your wife. The unexpected could have happened, you know, when you were taking your children away and then you come back.
Because you said the water was up to your shoulder.
My shoulder.
Exactly.
Yeah, my shoulder. Running fast too.
So
if you don't walk well, it will just take you.
Wow.
The first time it happened, it wasn't that serious. Now it is that bad. We don't know how the next one is going to be like. What do you intend to do yourself as the head of the family, as the father, as the husband, to save yourself and your family? What are you going to do?
In fact, my problem is if I have any help, if someone will fall for me, and then I'll move. Because I can't be saying fire and then always put my hand inside. It's a matter of any money that's come to me, I'm shaping just for my children. That is my prayer. Any money that's come to me, money that doesn't last in my hand. In fact, for 3 months now, I'm just like someone who doesn't work.
Why?
I told you from the earlier time that I'm an optician.
Yeah.
I go outrage in Kumasi. Sometimes, the past years when I go, my coming back, I bring, by then it was the old currency, sometimes 38 million.
Like 3,800.
So that's why my daughter goes to university. That's why she goes. She enjoyed that time.
Yeah.
But now, when I go and I come back with sometimes 100 Ghana cedis.
Why?
There's no money in the town. The system is choked. So now when I go, I come back empty-handed. So I said, for me to go and sleep in hotels, and then hotel take all the money, and then come back empty-handed, I won't go again.
Okay.
So I'm now in the house when this incident too has happened. I'm not a politician. I don't say anything about. I'm talking about myself.
Of course.
The second term of Nana has become curse to me.
Why?
Because my star has turned black, dim. My everything has turned dim. To my side, though, I'm not talking about any government or any government.
Of course, but now the system is not favorable to
everything has choked by my side. Everything has choked by my side. So the government now, the present government is not favoring me at all.
So what do you want the government to do now?
At least,
yeah.
We are pleading. I'm not climbing any tree of someone. I'm not climbing. Yeah. I'm crying for myself.
Yes.
At least it should open up for us.
How? Because I'm asking this because they are watching. So
yes.
Like, what do you want to do?
The government should open up for us. We are the tail.
When you say open up,
should it open? Exactly what do you want?
Things are too choked.
Okay.
Things are too
choked. So for instance, they should give us food. They should give us money. They should give us businesses. What exactly do you think will better your life?
They should give us businesses for the system to come down a little. Because everything has choked wherever you go. Someone called me at Volta Region and said he saw me on the news. But me, I have no television to look at the news. I have no television.
Yeah.
Then I tell him, oh, that is what happened. Then he said he's sorry. But I know their place, there's no money. So then I said, if he has small things, he should send it to me. He should momo me. Then he momo me 50 Ghana cedis. I thank him and then bless him so much. The 50 cedis become like a huge amount to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that 50 cedis saved me. So I gave it to my children. I posted it to my children. They are not with me now. They went to their grandmom at Bubu and She. They just came back this morning. So I left them in the house. I'll go and take them to school. Wow. Then if I will borrow their uniform or anything, they know I'm regular in payment. So I'll just talk to them. This is what happened. They should give my children the uniform.
Wow. Mr. Govi, we're going to take a short break. We'll come back and we'll just continue this conversation. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back. We're on Breakfast Daily here and having conversations about flooding this weekend and the challenges that some people have been through, really, really harrowing challenges that they've been through. And if you're watching us and you had any experiences that you want to share with us, do share with us on social media. Use the hashtag Breakfast Daily for us to hear what you're saying. The WhatsApp line is 0550585832. Send us a message. Where do you live? What was the flooding like in that place as well? Well, there was an experience in the Dansoman area as well, and our colleague Michael Ogbodu has filed this report. It was aired earlier on City Newsroom, but we want to go and play a part of it for you to see what happened in Dansoman.
It's become the order of the day for parts of Accra to be submerged in water like this place is today, especially when the rains come. And Otojo here in Dansoman in Accra is not an exception. Today on the City Newsroom, we'll be finding out what accounts for this issue and flooding that occurs every time the rains come. And we'll go to other communities to find out what the situation is like over there. We're now at Otojo, and after the hours of rain this morning, it has literally cut access to the road, and people have resorted to walking through it. In some cases, the water is as high up on their knee area. We'll go into the water and talk to some people. Chairman, now is your neighbor sanity?
Well, no, it depends. I think yesterday it was heavy, heavy. So.
Oh, it started raining from yesterday?
Yeah, I think midnight here.
Midnight.
Midnight.
Okay. So I see your trousers very wet. Is that how high it was?
Yeah, yes. From that side, it was.
Okay, so how long have you lived here, and how often does this happen?
Well, I think always when there is a down like heavy rainfall, that is what the experience here. But I don't live here. I stay at Sahara. Okay. I just came to visit a friend. I didn't know this how the place has been flooded. Like I wouldn't use this.
Then an unfortunate visit for you then.
Yeah, surely. That they have to do something, because if you see there is a heavy building, but there's no plan. You see, there's no plan. Are you getting it? There's no plan, no drainage, nothing. They are just putting in a building up for no reason.
So this gentleman is trying to get across. But another subject of interest is this church building over here. If cars can barely move through, how will church members come to church tomorrow if this water doesn't leave here or dry up within the next couple of hours? Every part of the church to the side is literally submerged in water. You will have to walk in to the water to get in. And from where I stand, it's very likely might have gotten into the building itself, because you can see over there that the water is quite high up. And this means people may have to stay in their rooms today if you don't want to walk in the water, because it's pretty deep. And this is what residents say is the order of the day every time it rains here at Otojo. Let me speak to these women standing here. I'm wondering why they are standing there, maybe contemplating whether or not to take the risk of walking through the water or just standing there. City TV. Me say na on nanti nsuo ni mu.
Nsuo na me na mu pa. Na nsuo ni de wi nsuo na toye kwan ni nyina ayi. Gota bia ni hɔ nsuo ni fakɔ. Gota bia ni hɔ nsuo ni fakɔ nti ye demu nyina ye ma ye pamacho kufo adom be bia main drain na ɛwɔ akyi hɔ no me ɔmontwa gota ne ma ye. Yeah.
Chese u nsuo ni kɔ wo dem.
Oh, na me ma na ma se ɔmo no. Me ma na ye kɔ no. Me brush na kuta me na ekuchi ye so obi fie. Ye fie because ye dem ayema. Yeah, because yet them
very interesting stuff here from this lady who's explaining to us that she and her kids have had to evacuate their rooms because the entire place was flooded. And you can see from the SUV coming over there in the water, it should tell you how deep this is. And well, if you don't have a car that, if even this Mitsubishi is looking this, wow, that's scary. Looking this sunken in that water, then imagine if someone was driving a saloon car, if they would be able to pull through at all in this road that's literally filled and submerged with water from hours of rain here at Otojo in Accra. The situation is even worse than we had assumed. I have never seen a Canadian submerged in water. To the point that it's even high up the windows. It means that every part of that house should be flooded, literally like a pond, a pool of a sort. It just gets you wondering the state of affairs in the rooms right now and where the owners of the apartments are. The entire place is submerged. There's literally no dry ground in there. Some more people here trying to get out of the place. See the gentleman over there carrying 2 kids, trying to help them get across the water. That has literally filled every part of the road here at Otojo in Accra after a few hours of rain. So we just met these residents here who have resorted to taking refuge in their cars because their rooms are flooded. So they're literally sitting in their cars waiting for help to come or for the waters to dry off before they can return to their rooms.
There's no any help coming from the government whatsoever.
This is your house?
This is my house.
And now you're sitting in your car?
Sitting inside my car here.
How long are you going to be here?
I don't know. So we are waiting for somebody to bring pumping machine to do something for us. So we have been telling assemblyman, whoever will come around, there's no help coming from anywhere.
Even looking at the road, you can't drive off too.
I'm even hungry. I'm looking for something to eat. How can I go out? If you can notice very well, this wall, there's a mark written there by AMA to demolish that wall. We have been going meetings upon meeting to telling people around, even to demolish. There's no gutter here. I was in this place. I'm here for more than 9 years. There's no gutter here. Wow. There's no gutter here. So AMA decided to demolish the wall, the Bros factory wall, so that the water can pass through that area to go. Look at it.
We are in another house. The chairs are out here soaked. Wow. This is something else. The entire house, the porch is submerged. I am dead sure the water has gotten inside it. Pacho, I go. Pacho, be with you. I go. Oh, okay. So I gather that everybody has evacuated from here and have moved to the upper part of the building. Let's see if we can find someone to talk to. Hello.
Please come here. I wanted the gentleman to send you down there where the gutter is supposed to, the water
flow.
is supposed to flow.
Okay.
Get it ahead. So that is why I'm trying to beg him to.
But you live here?
No, I don't live here.
Where do you live?
I live at Dansoman. I came to visit my mom.
Oh, okay. So your mom has to deal with this every day?
You can just invite her.
How is she going to get out?
They are all upstairs.
Everybody's upstairs.
They are all upstairs. Don't come.
Okay, so everybody on the ground floor has been moved upstairs here.
Yes.
To seek refuge, especially those in the building over there. So about how many people live here?
3, about 4. It wasn't like this. It wasn't like this. This is something new I'm seeing today.
Okay.
It wasn't like this.
So this is the first time you are experiencing this?
Not the first time. I've been living here till I left.
Okay.
But for this particular one, it's new to us.
Like this volume of water?
Yeah, it's new to us.
So how long do you think it will take for it to dry off?
I can't tell.
But how are you going to get out of here?
You walk through the water.
Wow.
You walk through the water because if you are using a vehicle, definitely you get stuck somewhere over there.
For a number of the residents we've spoken to, this has been going on for 10, 20 or more years, where every time the rain...
Right, so that was scenes from the flooding in Dansoman, right here in Accra. So you could tell that it was quite a serious, issue. Look at the level of the water in people's homes, people trying to salvage some property, some belongings, but to what end? Because someone is staying in his car. He does not know when he can get down to move into his house. And this is the seriousness of what we are talking about. We still have Mr. Kofi here. Mr. Kofi, so how did you and your family eat last night?
I said, I'm even short of words. I cannot even talk. I'm now confused. I don't know what to do. I'm not in myself. I'm not in myself.
You saw what the other people are going through. It looks as though this problem is a lot more widespread than.
Even the way I slept with my wife yesterday, you know, she brought some cloth that we wash with some. Then she doubled some bed sheets on the ground without a pillow. That is what we slept on in the room. I'm sure at this point, pillow is not your priority, but even to get a decent dry grounds to sleep in. So you slept in your room, right? Yeah, we slept inside.
Where were your children?
We swept everything on the
So where were your children?
My children, I took them to their grandmom at Bubuanshi. So they were there. They just came in this morning. Then I asked them to wait. I'm coming to City FM.
Yeah.
After here, I'll go and take them to their school. Yeah. So after here, I'll take them to their school and then talk to school authorities.
So what next for you? That is what I want to know. So now this is what has happened. You know, what next? If you're calling on government,
the next is I have to raise some money. Then we move there.
From where?
Then we move from where we are living now. We have to move. That is the only solution. We have to move.
How soon are you looking at moving?
I will raise some money. I have to raise some money. Then we live there.
Where do you come from? Where do you come from?
My mother from Adabranca here.
Okay.
She is from the Greater Accra, Maya. Maya. But my father from Volta region.
Okay.
But I can't speak the language.
It doesn't matter. I mean, if the water is taken away, you don't need language. So right now, can you come to your family house?
No.
You can't?
No, I can't.
And you don't have any other family members somewhere that who I mean, you can put up with until the rainy season is over?
No. No.
So if it rains again tonight, what will you do?
Nothing.
You just stand in it?
We just stand in it like that. Nothing. Nothing. Totally nothing. Our prayer is God should,
hold the rain.
Cut the rain or make it a light rain for us. Light one for us. We can't stop the rain, but it will be light for us.
May God hear all our prayers. I have some messages that have been coming in. Julius Caesar Atta has sent a couple of messages. He says, "Good morning. I think our leaders are very wicked. Same flooding issues every day. Oh, Ghana." This is Julius Caesar Atta from Trasaco Islamic Junction. And he goes on to say, "Good morning. At my place, Trasaco Islamic Junction, the flood was very bad. The rain entered our house and caused a lot of damage." Again, he mentions his name there, Julius Caesar Atta. Okay. And then this, so this one we'll read this one later as a birthday message.
But Mr. Kofi, do you go to church? Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
Where do you go to church?
Before I was with a church at Bawi. I've forgotten even the name.
Hey.
I'm forgetting.
Mr.
I'm not
Kofi.
in myself. I'm not in myself. I can say something now. By 3 minutes, I'll forget what I said.
So let me ask you this. I was asking about the church, probably because if the church
now
can
I
help.
follow her too. Now I worship at Methodist. Abosokai.
Okay. Now, as an individual, you keep saying that you're not yourself. You know, what has this done to you? You are a father. You are a husband. You know, what has this done to you?
Moment. I'm not in myself. Even when my children came, the way I do with them, this morning when they came, the little one, the 8 years, he hugged me. I was saying, "Daddy, it's Clifford Kofi." So the colleagues call him Daddy.
Okay.
Daddy, menele cafe kaba masekra. He said, he hugged me. But today, the way I do with him, he's just a friend to me. But today, I was unfriendly to him.
Well, Mr. Kofi, we are very sorry for what has happened to you and your family, and to the many Ghanaians, you know, who have been victims of the flooding. I mean, it's just not what happened on Saturday, but it keeps happening, and we actually don't know what is going to happen in these coming days. We can only wish you well and hope that you find some kind of respite and help, you know, coming your way. And NADMO should also reach out to these people, because this is why you are there. The disaster has happened. You know, there's not much they can do. So if people have lost property, belongings, I mean, things as little as slippers, as clothes, you know, maybe you can get to these people and find out what you can do to reduce their level of worry and all their concerns. You know, exactly, because people have been traumatized.
So as he keeps saying that I'm not myself, I'm not of myself, I'm not myself. I just think of post-traumatic stress disorder, you know, where the incident has stressed you so much that you are now having almost like a relapse of the fear, the panic that was happening when you were going through it at the time it was happening to you.
No, I share in this pain, and I can imagine what it has been like, Mr. Kofi. We are very, very sorry, and I understand if you are shedding tears. We are sorry, but...
Mr. Kofi, we're really sorry. Yeah, we hope that
it is well. At least nobody died.
The leaders.
So we can give God some thanks here. That's what, it could have been terrible, but God knows best. Sorry about this.
We are appealing to the government. The drainage, the old drainage, and now they've built more at the place. So when the water comes, we are suffering. The government should do something about it. The drainage.
People have built on the drainage.
Yes.
And blocked it.
And block it.
This is the problem that's happening now.
They've blocked the place.
It's ridiculous.
So the water, when the water comes, you know, water uses its own power.
It moves, yes. So it has to find a place to. Sorry about this. Sorry, very sorry, Mr. Kofi. This is Breakfast Daily. We'll be right back.